In a previous video, this 2003 Kia Sedona was looked at for a faulty fuel gauge. It was stuck at half. It wouldn't go below half even though it had less than a half a tank of fuel in it. So running through our process, we found that in reality, it was the float on the fuel pump inside the tank that wasn't sending out the proper signal to the gauge on the dash. So in this video, we're gonna run through another process of replacing the fuel pump. So follow along with the fuel pump replaced. Let's get her fixed. First thing we want to do is disconnect the battery. We just don't want any electrical sparks or any chance of that happening. This is also carpet inside, so we just want to be careful creating static electricity or anything like that. Also, wear some gloves unless you, I don't know, I don't like fuel on my hands. It stinks. So some gloves, goggles, and then just as a tip, not to use power tools. Usually I'll have like an electric ratchet or something like that. I won't be using that in this scenario because of the fuel and the possibility of ignition. So those are some tips. So let's get started. To give us some room, we'll pull this back seat back, and it just has these little tabs here. And we'll just pull on the tabs and this whole seat can be moved, and that'll just give us a little extra room. So now the seat is pushed back, it gives us plenty of room. There's a hatch right here under the floor. You may have a piece of carpet over the top of it that's already been removed. So we lift the hatch, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Phillips head screws that will pop off, and this plastic cover will come off. Set that aside, and now we have this metal cover. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 screws holding it on as well. And that comes up. That gives you access to all your wires. So we'll go ahead and unplug each wire. I find something like a little flathead screwdriver can work or help get these connectors off. Sometimes if your fingers can't pinch it, you can push on it with the screwdriver. There we go. That can be moved out of the way. We want to make sure we have our rags handy, make sure we got safety glasses on. There we go. So now the fuel lines are disconnected. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 screws holding down the entire plate. So we'll take those 6 screws off, and the whole fuel pump will come out of the tank. Just gotta get the float out. You gotta maneuver it just right and get the float out, and the whole thing comes out as one unit. Put the float in first. Before you do that, put the new gasket on. So that was a rookie mistake. So if you forget the gasket, that's okay, because you can actually just slip it over the top. And these nubs point up. The nubs have little holes that they fit into as well. Ready to set down. You just want to make sure too that your surface was clean before the new gasket goes on. We'll line up our screw holes the best we can. Okay. And then we'll toss our screws back in. Finger threading a couple in, and then we'll tighten them up. Once you get the first couple in, the rest are kind of easy. If you start getting lightheaded, take a step back, breathe some fresh air. Alright, so when it comes to the actual tightening, we'll go ahead and just tighten kind of like a crisscross pattern. That way it'll seat nice and even. And just remember, they are just screws. Little tiny bolts. They don't have to be crazy tight. And it's just a rubber gasket, so it'll seat. Just going back through, double checking. They're all tight. Okay, so now we can take these blue caps off, put our fuel lines back in. Alright, tug on them, make sure they're not gonna pop back off under pressure. Alright. Now we can just wipe up any fuel that may be residual anywhere, if there is. And we're good to start putting the connectors back on. All right, so before we put this all back together, we're gonna go ahead and put the battery cable back on, turn the key on, and just make sure we don't have any leaks. We got the car running. If you replace a fuel pump because it was a dead fuel pump and it left you stranded somewhere, or the car wouldn't start because of the fuel pump, it may run a little rough at first until it gets all that air out of the system. So we are dry and good to go. So we're gonna put our cover back on. So if you mix up your bolts, it's the more coarse bolts or screws that'll fit into this metal plate. All right, once those are on, we'll go ahead and throw our plastic cover on. All right, that's it. So we'll go ahead and put our carpet back on if you had a carpet, put our seat back on, and we're good to go. So that's how you can replace a fuel pump on your Kia Sedona. This ranges over a couple of years, so even if yours is a little newer or a little older, it should be exactly the same. Just some things to keep in mind: that you are dealing with fuel, gasoline, the fumes. If you're starting to get lightheaded or woozy, take a step away, get some fresh air. Be careful of ignition sources, no smoking, things like that. All right, well, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.